Hello friends, welcome back to OK IELTS. In this video, we'll talk about the IELTS writing answer sheet. I'm sure you guys have gone through n number of videos on IELTS writing, but this video is only dedicated to the IELTS writing answer sheet. So in this video, I'll explain to you or I'll make you familiar with the writing answer sheet. Like we'll go through how many sections are there in the answer sheet, what are the components or what are the fields can be there on the answer sheet, and what what are the things you need to have well in advance so that you don't waste your time in trying to understand, or you can simply focus on your writing exam. Okay, so let's see what do we have in this video. Here, as you guys are very much aware, we have two tasks in IELTS writing section. First one is task 1, that is letter writing, and then we have task 2, that is essay writing. So here on the screen you can see the answer sheet for task 1, right? And task 1 is letter writing, and you are supposed to write 150 words. Okay, and you can see here, let's divide this answer sheet into 3 parts. So the first one, top section, let's call it section 1, and then we have here section 2, where you can see blank rows, the area where you need to write your letter, section 2, and then here we have section 3. Before I proceed, I would request you guys to take the printout of this IELTS writing answer sheet and then practice writing your letter here on the actual answer sheets. So you will be more familiar like how many words you are supposed to write in each row and how many lines you will be covering to cover 150 words at least. So like this will boost your confidence, and this will give you okay. So the sole point is like take the printout, download this answer sheet from the comment section, practice your task 1 on this answer sheet. So you will have a feel of a real exam. So let's see what all the things we have or what we are supposed to fill, what are the components or fields for the candidate, and what are the fields for the examiner on this answer sheet task 1. Here you can see this is the section 1 which we have just seen, right? Let's see this area, the topmost section 1 here. So just to so the first, here you can see like this IELTS exam is organized by British Council, IDP and Cambridge. Nothing much to do, nothing is for you. Here you can see this answer sheet for us for task 1. They have clearly mentioned here IELTS writing answer sheet task 1. Okay, so let's see what do we have here. Candidate name. First, in this first block, you need to write your name in capital letters. Don't forget to write your complete name. First, write your complete name, your full name in capital letters. If you write your name in capital letters, it will be easy for the examiner to understand your name clearly. Okay. Next field is for the center number. You need to put your exam center number here in this block. Whatever, say your center number is 0 1 2 3 4, say, so you need to write here 0 1 2 3 4. Simple. Next field is candidate number. So here you have to be careful while writing your number. Just when you mention your number, just verify it twice. You should write your correct candidate number. Next thing is, depending on the exam, whether you are taking IELTS Academic or IELTS General, you need to highlight or shade one box. Say you are taking IELTS Academic, you need to highlight here this box. Or suppose, say for example, you are taking IELTS General Training, you need to highlight this one. Fill this box, this area where you can see my mouse, right? The point is there, first one. And then this last section is you need to put your exam date or your test date, whatever, say 31st of March 2019. So here day 31st 3/1, month you need to write here is 0 and then 3 and then year 1991 or whatever, 1919, sorry, 2019, year here. Clear? So this section is for the candidate. You are supposed to write clear and correct details in this area. Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, yeah. So this is the section 3 of your IELTS answer sheet. Here, this one, official use. So section 3 is not for the candidate. This is for the examiner. So say there will be two examiner who is going to evaluate your task 1. So candidate number here, and then examiner number, again candidate number, and then examiner number. Let's understand what are the fields we have here. So TA is for task achievement. So we have a mark for each section, task achievement. Say like in your question there will be some points. If you have covered all the points, you will have full marks here. So you will have your grades depending on these sections. So task achievement, if we have covered all the topics mentioned in the IELTS, your question, your task 1, you will have full marks here in the task achievement. Then the next one is CC, which is cohesion and so we were talking about CC, that is coherence and cohesion. So depending on the way you write, right? So this will be evaluated, this one. Then we have lexical resources. If you have used lexical resources, like the connectivity between the sentences should be good, or it should make some sense. And then next we have is grammar. So if you have covered each section, you will have a good band score. Next we have is like underlength. As you already know, you're supposed to write at least 150 words, and if you write less than that, then examiner will highlight or put something here in this block, like yeah, underlength, your answer doesn't cover 150 words, or how many words you missed to cover 150 words. Then here will be total number of words and penalty, right? If you write less than 150, there will be penalty. Then the next is off topic. If you write any words, or if your essay, your answer is not relevant to the question, then examiner can mark this one, yeah, that the answer is off topic. And if we have put something, some memorized sentences, an examiner will come to know about those sentences, right? So this is advisable not to write any memorized sentences. If it is there, examiner will highlight this one, yes, there are some sentences or some words which has been memorized and copied from somewhere, some of the articles, and here is eligible. Say your essay, your answer is not, or any particular word is not eligible for this essay, so examiner will highlight here this one. So same applies to the second examiner, examiner 1, examiner 2. So TA for task assessment, if you have covered all the topic. Cohesion and coherence, depending on the linking on how do you write. Lexical resources and grammar. Then underlined, if you how many words you've left with, or your essay doesn't cover 150 words. Then number of words, total number of words which you have written. And then penalty if you don't write 150 words. If your answer is off topic, or if you have any sentences memorized and there are words which are not eligible for this answer. Okay, so let's see what we have next. So here you can see for the tasks 2, similar to the task 1, we have section 1. Here is where you need to write your essay, and your essay should cover 250 words. And then this section 3 is again not for the candidate. So section 1 is completely for the candidate. Section 2 is also for the candidate. Section 3 is not for the candidate. This belongs to the examiner. Here read this. Do not write below this line. Don't write anything in this box. Okay, so let's see. Again, this area is very much critical. Section 1 is very much critical for the candidate. So whatever you write, it should be clear and should be correct. So again, this is similar to the task 1. You need to put your candidate name in capital letters. Write your full name in capital letters here. Your center number, your candidate number, and then again, depending on the exam type, you need to pick one. You need to highlight one, either IELTS academic or IELTS general. Don't leave it blank. And then here you need to mention your test date or your exam date. See, 3103 and year. Okay. Here, this section is again similar to the section 1, task 1. Here we have task response. In the part 1, we have seen task achievement. Here we have task response. Like if we have covered all the topics given in the question, then you will have good band or good marks here in this task response. Again, this is cohesive and coherence, and then lexical resources and your grammar. This is quite similar to the task 1. Okay, so this area is not for the candidate, for the examiner. Here I would advise, or I would suggest you guys to download the IELTS answer sheet from the comment section below, take printouts and try practice on the actual answer sheet. So this will improve, this will boost your confidence. So good luck guys, stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you so much, bye bye.